The Chief of the United Nations has met with Jacinda Ardern as part of a 3-day trip to New Zealand. The Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, praised the Prime Minister and New Zealand for leading the fight against climate change.
The Chief of the UN welcomed to New Zealand, greeted by the country's leader, who Antonio Guterres was quick to praise.
And I'd like to say how much I admire, Prime Minister, your leadership, the way you conveyed very strong messages to your country and to the world.
The man who leads the United Nations says New Zealand is bucking the trend in a positive way when it comes to addressing climate change.
And the paradox is that as things are getting worse on the ground, political will seems to be fading.
On whether that applies to Australia,
it's exactly because some misbehave that the example of those that are doing the right thing is so important. And that is why I'm in New Zealand, and I'm very proud to be here and to start my visit to the Pacific in a country that is doing the right thing and should be followed by all other countries in the globe.
The former Prime Minister of Portugal will also travel to a handful of Pacific nations as part of his trip to see how climate change is affecting them, in the hope he can share their stories with the world.
We absolutely must catch up. We absolutely must be able to stop this dramatic trend, to reverse this dramatic trend. We cannot allow for a runaway climate change. We need to protect the lives of our people, and we need to protect our planet.
While climate change is at the forefront of this visit, Antonio Guterres says it's also important to show solidarity with the victims of the Christchurch attack.
Our goal is to stop what happened on the 15th of March and the aftermath online from ever happening again. So there are specific requests, both of governments but also tech companies. Amongst those leaders that we'll have there, they are supporting the call.
Jackson Williams, Sky News, Auckland.